Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First down, it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. They set up the screen for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 3-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him in. It's the former Titan, Jared Cook. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Bree's going to throw. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Saints 7, Titans 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
47-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Gain of 21.
The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
12, Saints 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints first down.
Breeze now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Breeze.
7 yards to pick up there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 23 yards, the final tally. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Breeze again. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints have retaken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Saints 14, Titans 12.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
By the Saints.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's Breeze getting it into the hands of Traquan Smith. And the Saints add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 63-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Breeze, maybe a free play. Looking long for Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got three tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
To Alvin Kamara.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The Titans 20-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Again, the ball
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time he is in.
Yes.
New Orleans.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He scores
filet,
3 times.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Saints 34, Titans 12. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Tannehill's
picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
To Michael Thomas.
Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Now Breeze. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
5-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Quick. 56 to Mark, boys. 56.
Here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. 20, 10.
Bring in the second
touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 65 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And unable to connect. They don't give the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Breeze.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check right 54. Right 54.
On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
54. Right there. 54. That's good. Good.
Breeze now. And that's caught by Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Breeze now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's Breeze getting it into the hands of Traquan Smith. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tannehill. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Now Breeze looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
Maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
You kill. 53.
Breeze is looking to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
7-yard line.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. The fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
46-yard line.
2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete. Henry. And just Derrick Henry all alone. And he He's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Now Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
He got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brees going to throw here. Now Brees lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
The pass. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Titans.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.